Hi, welcome. My name is Melissa, and I am a sipologist, an independent consultant for Sipology Steep Tea. I wanted to come on and do a video for those of you that are not on Facebook or find it easier to watch anything on YouTube. So I figured I would do a video, upload it so that you have the available information at your fingertips. I am going to make a cup of tea tonight and just share with the loose leaf how easy it is to make a cup with some of the items that we have, and to share a little bit about some of the teas that we have. We do have teas from your base flavors, from like your Irish breakfast, your English breakfast, the sencha, and then it just grows from there. Um, all sorts of flavors, and there's new catalogs through the year that has seasonal teas and new teas that come in, and some leave the catalog as well. So I am working off of the spring-summer catalog of 2021, and these are the items that I have here today. I just wanted to go over a little bit because we have a bunch of different types of teas, and I want to share what those look like. I am going to make a cup here, hopefully so my throat doesn't go dry while I'm talking. But one of the ways I can make a cup of tea is by using one of our biodegradable steeping sacks. So I usually just kind of open it all up, and then I put the scoop of tea inside, twist the top of it, and tie it in a knot. I'm not going to actually tie this one because I don't have anything in it yet. Tie it in a knot and then drop it down in. That's one way. And these are wonderful. They are not plastic, as they are biodegradable. They are not going to fall apart in your cup. I love these. They are wonderful, very porous. Let's see if I can get it. So all the amazing flavor from your teas, leaves, and fruit come right through and into the water. Wonderful. Those you can buy in a steeping sack in a box of 100. So those are great to have. What I am going to use tonight is our, I don't want to knock everything over, Universal Tea Infuser. It is just a met wire, a metal mesh, so you can kind of see through it because that the water can go through. And it comes with a lid slash coaster so that you're not dripping water all over the place, and then you can put it over top to use to keep that heat in to steep your tea leaves. Wonderful, handy little thing. So tonight I am going to make a cup of one of my favorite teas to drink in the evening, and I have a whole stack here that I wanted to show you, so I know it's here. I pulled it out. There it is. It is the Magical Earl Grey fruit tea. Now this does have 10 calories and 2 grams of sugar, and all of our bags of tea, if I can get the light to work with me here, do show how many teaspoons, how long to steep it for, and how many times that teaspoon can be steeped. Our teas do not have temperature requirements. They do have time requirements though. So I do have my hot water ready. I am going to use our 1 cup of tea cosmic spoon, and I am going to pull out some of our magical fruit tea. Look at that. Beautiful. It is all fruit and herbs. And this one is 1.5 per cup. Now, if you like a stronger cup of tea, you would use more of the tea leaves or the fruit and not extend the length of time that you're going to leave it steep for. If you leave it steep for too long, you will end up with bitter tea, unfortunately. So I am going to go ahead and I am boiling my water in the only teapot we have right now that you can put directly on the stove to boil water. This is our Prism teapot. It does come with its own infuser. So if you decide to boil a whole pot of water, you can then put your tea in the infuser and put it down in the teapot and make your pot of tea. I do that. I just usually do more of a basis per cup. So I just boil my water and pour it through the cup. So I have my infuser in my cup and I am going to add my hot water. Set this aside. There we go. I'm going to put my coaster lid on and we're going to leave that steep for the 4 to 5 minutes that it goes for. I usually do about 4. This is our universal tea time, wow, that light's really bad. Our tea timer. Trying to get it so that the light isn't glaring on it. And what our tea timer is a handy dandy little thing that has all the teas listed on it at the times that they steep. So you don't have to worry about trying to keep track of it from the back of the bag. Although I do use the back of the bag all the time. So that is a nice little thing to have. I do want to go over some of these teas. They're amazing because there is so much great information on these teas. So I'm just trying to figure out where to start. I think I am going to start, why don't we start with pretty high caffeine, right? Everybody knows black tea, and it is a high caffeine tea. So I have here our Bluest Blueberry. There is no calories, and there is, I believe, no sugar. Yes, no sugar in there. It is a 1 teaspoon per cup, 2 to 3 minutes in a one-time brew. This is for hot water. Our bags list the instructions on how to brew a cup of tea, hot tea, and then there's a little option at the bottom that tells you maybe if you wanted to make iced tea, what to do. Excuse me. So this is our black tea. I'm going to pull out a teaspoon and show it to you. I love it. And something I would recommend is if you do buy our teas, definitely smell them when you open them. The flavor, the aroma that comes from these teas is amazing. So there you can see all the tea leaves that make this delicious tea possible. Lots of amazing in there. Very beautiful tea. It is all fresh tea, and our teas are all tested. They test the leaves and the ingredients as they get them to make sure that they pass the standards. Particularly with our Heal Thyself line, which I will talk about a little bit here too. So that is our black tea. That's just one of many. We have, okay, in our catalog, there's these ones listed here. And then they go over to the next page. These teas all originate from China, India, and Sri Lanka. I know I'm probably saying that wrong. Fully oxidized tea leaves with bold flavor. So that is the first page right here. And then as I flip the page, we have several other ones up here that are the black teas. Lots of amazing flavors there. So you can also find our catalog online. So if you go through my link below, you will also find on our main page the online catalog to take a look through And everything is listed on the website as well by tea leaf. So you can look under black tea to see them all. The next one I am going to go with is one of the ones that has become a quick favorite of mine. And I'm waiting because that buzzer is going to go off in about 4 seconds. But this one is the Pu'er tea. Pu'er is it was a new tea to me. See, you can pretty much hear it. It's pretty loud. So let's go ahead, before I get into about Pu'er, let's go ahead and take this out. So I am just going to remove this. Let that water drip out a little bit. And I'm going to sit it on the coaster and set it aside. Normally I would just take it over and give it a good tap on my hand and all the tea leaves would fall out into the garbage. But I'm going to set it over here to the side so that we can continue. And if I had a tea that was a multi-brew, which I will get to in a second with the Pu'er, I would either come back later and make another cup, or I would put it in the refrigerator and use it then after I was done with my cup of tea. I have a habit of putting it in the refrigerator. I have dogs, and I have one that's a little bit of a counter surfer, and I don't want him eating my tea before I get to drink it all. So that's why I keep mine in the fridge, but you can keep it in the fridge. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this one. It is one of our magical fruit teas. And the reason it is a magical fruit tea is, as you can see, it is kind of a purple color. The one nice thing with this tea is it is fun to play with as an adult, and it is one of the ones that kids really do enjoy as well. I'm going to put some ice cubes in it so I can drink it since it is hot. The one thing is it's purple, and when you add lemon or lime juice of a citrus, I don't know if orange works as well, but I'm sure it probably does. It's a citrus as well. I've done lemon and lime, but when you add that, it changes the color of the tea from this beautiful purple blue to a lighter blue and even pink, depending on how much you've added to it. I have fun with these teas because I've made margaritas out of our cotton candy. I figure sweet and salty, right? Sweet and salty. So I made margaritas with the cotton candy magical fruit tea, and they come out a beautiful pink color. They're absolutely beautiful when you add the lemon juice to it. I'm sorry, I use lime juice. I would use real lemons or limes, not the bottled. When I was trying to do it with the bottled lime or lemon, I wasn't getting any color change. The real citrus really seems to show it and make a difference. So we have a whole line of these beautiful teas, delicious, so much better with the carbonation and caffeine. There's no caffeine in these. So wonderful teas to have for the kids. And for me at night, because I don't want to drink caffeine at night before I go to bed. Okay, so let's get back to Pu'er. Pu'er tea, this is one of my favorites. I love this one. But the Pu'er tea is an orange toned tea with earthy flavors, and they're bold. So they're fermented, oxidized, and aged tea leaves. This one is the cookie dough. I love this one. Pu'er cookie dough. And over here you can see that it is 0 calories. I believe it is 0 sugar as well. Yes, it is. And it lists it as being 1 teaspoon, 2 to 3 minutes, and it's a 3-time brew. So what is a 3-time brew, right? It is a beautiful thing because it means you get more cups of tea than you expect that you get from a bag of tea. But this is the Pu'er tea. Look at all those little lovely colors. And I did set something aside here that I wanted to show you. I think there is more in this tea, but this particular tea is cookie dough. And what would cookie dough be if it didn't have chocolate chips, right? So this is a mini chocolate chip that is right in the ingredients of the tea. Beautiful. You put that right in your infuser, pour that hot water over it, and there it is. It's in your tea. It is wonderful. So Pu'er is one of the higher caffeine teas that we have. And I have found it does have a bolder taste to it. I have found that a lot of people that have that drink coffee, they very much enjoy these for the bolder flavor that comes with them. The coffee drinkers really seem to like. These have become really quick my favorite. There's a lot of health benefits that come from Pu'er as well, but I'm not going to get into those. I'm not a nutritionist or anything along those lines, so I don't want to start getting into that conversation. So this little line over here that said it's a 3-time brew, what does that mean? With several of our teas, the Pu'er, I'm going to look at my book so I'll make sure I get them all. I'm going to try to. The white tea, the green tea, the oolong tea, and the Pu'er are all 3-time brews. So the rooibos is a 2-time brew. Our fruit teas, our herbal teas, and our black teas are a 1-time brew. What that means is that 1 teaspoon that I can put in to make my 1 cup can be used again to make another cup after that. And if it's a 3-time brew, then another cup. So don't throw away your tea bags or your tea leaves from your infuser. And that being said, if you are using a steeping sack, don't worry. The steeping sacks are good to be used for 3 times. What I normally do is if I have Pu'er in a steeping sack, I just put that steeping sack on a small plate, small bowl, and set it in the fridge or set it aside. And when I come back, I can make another cup with that. Just drop it right in, pour the water in, and you're good to go. The steeping sacks will last. They are not going to fall apart on you. And that being said, I put my steeping sacks to the test. They work really well. So that is something to keep in mind with several of our teas, is you can make 3 cups from 1 teaspoon. That is pretty awesome. Also, the caffeine and everything does decrease with each cup. So something I do, particularly with the Pu'er, because it is a stronger tea, and I do it with the green tea too, because green tea, for me, I can quickly taste the bitterness if I steep it too long. So for me, I notice it. But what I do is, we're going to use this Pu'er, for example. So it's a 2 to 3 minute steep. For the first time that I brew it, I will brew it for the 2 minutes. And I try not to walk away from it so that I can catch it at the 2-minute time. And then I take it out. And then when I brew it for the second time, I will probably brew it about 3 minutes. And then the third time, I will brew it for 3 minutes, maybe even a little longer, depending on the flavor of the second cup. Yes, I did say if you brew it too long, it could be bitter. But in the same time, a lot of that is being taken out with each cup. So you can play with it and you see how many teaspoons you need per cup for yourself, how strong you like it, and you'll learn your limit for the bitterness. If you start to taste bitterness in your teas, don't leave it steep as long as what you just did. back it up a little bit time-wise. So that's just something to keep in mind. So that is the Pu'er, one of my favorites. Let's see. We will then, let's go to green tea. We were just talking about green tea. Why don't we talk about it? Show it green tea. This one is our pineapple rum cocktail. Smells delicious. So there are the green tea, and there is fruit in here. I'm trying to turn it. There it is. They're starting to fall out. There are pieces of pineapple fruits in here to make the flavor of what that tea is. And you can find all of the ingredients on the website by the tea when you look it up. So that was the green tea. Here's one more green tea. This one is our naturally sweet watermelon slushy. It smells just like a watermelon. It is so good. So let me pull out a little bit of this. It is pretty much all green tea. And you can see the other tea leaves used to make this delicious tea. And this is part of our naturally sweet tea line. And are you going to believe this? This one for the watermelon slushy, I'll show you the back so that you know I'm not lying. There's 0 calories in this and 0 total sugars. How is that possible if it's sweet, right? So they make the naturally sweet tea with the stevia leaf. It is not processed. It is an actual leaf from the stevia plant. And they dry it and do just like they would with regular tea leaves and add it to the teas. So that tea leaf has what makes it have a sweet flavor to it. There is no chemical processing done to it, so it is all natural. And it is very good. This only has green leaf, stevia leaf, calendula, petals, and natural flavors. That's it. Beautiful. And it does have a sweetness to it. That stevia leaf is amazing. So that's that one. I'm going to go to oolong because we were just looking at the naturally sweet watermelon. This is the naturally sweet pineapple ginger ale. So I wanted to share this one with you as well. Oh, I've been drinking this one on a regular day. The tea is just amazing. I can't tell you, it is just like so smooth and just delicious. Now I will tell you the oolong tea, when it steeps, does grow to a rather large size. So this is, you can see some of the fruit that's in there with the tea leaves. These tea leaves look small. These ones are kind of small pieces, but when this tea expands and absorbs the water, it grows to a pretty large size. So that's part of what we, why we have the universal infuser that has a little bit of space. Not only does it fit in most cup tops, that's kind of, I mean, you have your big fat mugs, but in most cups and mugs are about the same top. So it fits in pretty much every cup, give or take size. But it also it has enough room for your tea leaves to expand as they absorb water and they get to release all of their delicious goodness into the water. So that is something that you need to keep in mind when you're doing your steeping section. You don't want to tie that knot down at the base, right to hold at the base with that tea, just to hold it in spot. It'll need room to expand. So that's one of our oolong teas. I think I pulled another one over here. Yeah. This one is the one that's in our summer catalog. It is the Sweet Summer Cider. It is one that I have been enjoying. So let me show you this one. I've been enjoying all the teas really, but it has fruit and the oolong tea in it. So it does remind me of like a cider flavor, this particular tea. And it is oolong, so it is a 3-time brew, and it brews for 3 minutes and only needs 1 teaspoon per cup. There is 0 calories and 0 sugar in this wonderful tea. Delicious. And then, why don't we jump right into what's over here? I pulled out our white teas. I have a couple white teas here. I want to show you this one. I'm so excited about this one. This one's the Honey Cream Puff. It smells delicious. It smells like honey. It has a honey smell to it. It is a 1.5 teaspoon, 4 to 5 minutes, and it is also a 3-time brew. Now, the white tea is very soft. It is not a strong tea, and it is very low on the caffeine level. So the oolong is about a medium caffeine level. And so is the green tea. The green tea is a medium caffeine level. I don't think I said that, but I wanted to mention that. So this is the white tea, and it is all tea leaves. There is one thing in here I want to share. There it is. I'll pull it out. Oh, there's another one. Ooh la la. Okay. So I will share what I just found in here, but I want to show you all the tea leaves. Now this tea has a few different things in here that make up this amazing flavor. And like I said, the white tea is a very light tea. It is it's not quite clear, but it's not dark like a black tea. It's a little lighter than the green tea. I don't want to close that because I'm going to put something back in. But one of the ingredients in this tea is rose blossoms, rosebuds. There's rosebuds and rose blossom leaves is part of the ingredients in this one. All natural. This right here is a little rosebud. Isn't that beautiful? Just amazing, right? That is in your tea. And I had found a second one. That's what I was getting excited about, was the second bud, the rosebud that I found in here. So that is the white tea. And like I said, it is also a 3-time brew. It takes 4 to 5 minutes for the first cup, but it's a 3-time brew tea. So it's absolutely delicious. This one is the Cherry Pom Pom white tea. We'll just go ahead and give you a quick look of this one. I love the smell of this one. Love it. So there we go. That's the Cherry Pom Pom. So you can see that they do mix a lot of the tea leaves and fruits. You will see all the fruits that listed. One nice thing is about our site is there is a search bar that you can put in. And in doing that, you can search by ingredients. If you know there's a specific ingredient, if you want to search for hibiscus, you can search for that. If you want to search for rose, you can search for rose, and all the teas that have rose of some sort in them as an ingredient will show up in your list. So that is nice. So that you can even look for things. If you don't want something, you know what to search for, and you can find it. Okay, I don't want to drink that one, but hopefully you find a lot more that you want to drink. This is one of our fruit teas, and it is one of the most popular. It is the Cherry Sangria. So there are fruits and herbs in here to make that delicious flavor. It is amazing. Now, our fruit teas, these fruits can be eaten. Keep in mind that there might be some herbs in there that by themselves may not taste so good, but everything is fresh ingredients, so you can eat these. If you eat them, you're okay. You're not gonna get sick or anything. This one does have 5 calories, and there is 1 gram of sugar. Now you have to keep in mind that it's fruit, and fruit does usually have some sort of sugar in it. So, there is a little bit of sugar with that. So that's our fruit tea. Our fruit teas are caffeine-free, naturally caffeine-free. And speaking of caffeine-free, we're going to go ahead and take a look at rooibos tea. Now, rooibos tea is a dark red and rich flavored tea that is from South Africa. And many people believe that it has a very smooth and sweet taste to it. So they call this like a dessert tea. Sorry, that is the rooibos. You can see the red small pieces of leaf. That is the rooibos, and then the additional leaf that is added for this flavor. This flavor that I am showing you is called cinnamon bun. It is 5 calories, and there is no sugar to this one. It is 1.5 teaspoons, 4 to 6 minutes to brew, and it's a 2-time brew. So you can use the same 1.5 teaspoons to make 1 cup to make a 2nd cup. These are very nice caffeine-free teas if you were looking for them. One of my favorites is the mint chocolate. It's very good. So the next, all of the rooibos are caffeine-free. I believe, let me look here. I believe there is one that is not caffeine-free. Yes, and that would be the mint chocolate chip. It's not caffeine-free. My guess is because of the chocolate. So next up is our herbal teas. And we have several herbal teas. This one is my favorite. I cannot live without this tea. And it is the Peppy Peppermint. All it is peppermint leaf. It's amazing. I love it. It helps me, it helps open up my sinuses when my sinuses are acting up, whether it be from allergies or the heater or anything. That's just my experience, and it does help with my stomach a little bit if I seem to have an irritated stomach. But you know, you look up the Peppy Peppermint. You'll when you Google it, you'll see, I'm sure, the different ingredient things that it can help with benefit wise. So as an herbal tea, it is a 1-time brew. It is a 1.5 teaspoon for 4 to 5 minutes, and then you're done. It is 0 calories, and there is no sugar in this one either. Very good. One of my favorites. I have another herbal tea sitting here that I wanted to show you. This one has a little bit of different leaves in it. This one is called Hot Yoga, and it has cinnamon bites, ginger, hawthorn leaves, cardamom peels, cloves, black pepper, cardamom powder, safflowers, and mellow blossoms. So there's a little bit more of a stronger flavor and taste to this one. It is very good though, and it is called the Hot Yoga. Again, it is the same as the Peppy Peppermint for making wise. And those minutes that we have on there, that is for a hot cup. If you want to cold steep a cup, it will take, you can do it in a container and then put it in your fridge. And I would say 2 to 3 hours. You can leave it in longer. You can do it overnight. What I have found is certain teas I really prefer only 2 or 3 hours, and other ones I can leave overnight. That again is up to your preference and flavor, and things like that. So this one is a little bit of a different tea. This is our bubbly tea. And we have, our bubbly tea is made with basil seeds and fruit. And of course, lots of natural flavoring. This one is the bubbly pineapple punch. And it is made with several fruits, basil seeds, and there is even a little bit of matcha in this one. I believe probably the matcha is what gives it the green color. But I want to show you, whoops. Do you see the little black seeds on there? Those are the basil seeds. I'm going to set this here. This is the fruit. Squares. Chunks of fruit. So this is edible. You can eat all of the ingredients for the bubbly tea, and it is made to be eaten. When you make it, the basil seeds do swell up. They do not get as big as the bubbles in the bubbly tea that you might be used to, but you have those fruit pieces also that do expand, and they don't, I only had the bubbly tea a couple times, so I don't think they're quite as big as the bubbles in the bubble tea that you get at the mall, but it is delicious. I've known people also that have made these and have added maybe applesauce, or not applesauce, apple juice, or pineapple juice to add a little bit of extra flavor for them. But these are a lot of fun, and they're very good, and they're a little bit healthier calorie-wise. Ours are 70 calories. It's a lot of calories for our tea, but compared to the actual bubble tea, that's not really a lot of calories compared to them. So those are the teas that we have. In our catalog, I'm going to just go to the beginning here real quick and show you, these are our white teas, and these are green, these are green, these are black teas. Let's flip the page. These are all black teas. These are oolong teas. These are the pu'er teas up here. These are our fruit teas, and we have many different fruit teas over here. We have a cocktail line, we have a sangria line, and then we also have the rooibos teas, which are looked at as the dessert teas. I believe these ones are still rooibos tea up here. And let me move my hand below because these are all herbal teas, and these three over here are herbal teas. Now the herbal teas are caffeine free. There is one herbal tea that is not caffeine free, and that is the dark chocolate chai. So that is the only one. We do have a chai and latte line that, if I can find it real quick, I will show you in the catalog. And we have many, these are the bubbly teas. So we have several bubbly tea flavors that you can try. And our magical fruits. These are our magical fruit teas. And let's see here. There we go. These are our chai teas. Now they are probably listed in the back with the pu'er and the black and the herbal, because I do believe so. We have a traditional chai base, Now, this traditional chai base is just that. It is the base ingredients that are chai, that make your chai tea. And what you can do with this chai base is add it to any tea that you want to make it a chai. So if you wanted a caffeine-free chai tea, you could, we'll take this Cinnabon, Rooibos Cinnabon tea that's caffeine-free. You can add this chai base to it, and voila, you have a cinnamon bun chai tea. That's it. So there is that, and then there is a chai latte, sweet latte, that I drink that on a regular basis. I really do enjoy that one, and we do have sweet lattes and regular lattes. So we have a whole page here. This is our sweet lattes listed here, and these are our regular lattes listed here. All wonderful teas. So that is the lattes, and I wanted to share also what is something new that has come out in this catalog, and I have been enjoying it a lot. So we have a line called Heal Thyself, healthy. So it's Heal Thyself, and this is the new part of it, and I have really been enjoying these. So they have come out with 3 boosts that can help you keep up your vitamins a little bit. And the vitamins that these are, they're specific vitamins. So they have the vitamin C boost, which is a raspberry lemonade. They have the iron boost, which is a Dutch chocolate flavor. And they have the vitamin D boost, which is the caramel mocha. Now, I do take all 3 of these as a medicine, as a pill. And this is nice just to get an added boost in my day. I don't take them. I was drinking them every day. I have cut back on my vitamin D boost because I've been outside more with the summer being here, so I'm getting the sun. So my iron, I've been watching my iron, so I've been drinking iron more often. And it is the size of, if you do the ingredient the way it says, with our little, it comes, you can pick up the Heal Thyself booster spoon, which is right here, that gives you the size of the dose for a daily intake of that vitamin. I have been enjoying these in my teas. I actually put them in my teas because, like, if I drink the Pu'er cookie dough, both the Dutch chocolate and the caramel mocha are absolutely delicious in that. Raspberry lemonade, I have been drinking that one by itself. So those are in there. We also have another line that is part of the Heal Thyself line that comes, you can get these teas, I have them right here. These are the only teas that we have that are pre-packaged and already bagged. So they do come in areas that you may need a little help every once in a while. And these are the bags. They do have strings, and everything is already pre-measured out in the ingredients into the bag. These are looked at as medicine type, so you do want to check with your doctor and make sure that if you think there's any question on taking these, that you can double check with them and make sure that you are able to take these with any medicine that you are taking. The same goes with the boost line. Just double check with your doctor and make sure that you are safe to take those. But they do have different Heal Thyself teas. I have a lot of people getting the Quest to Digest, and they have been very happy with helping with the upset stomach and digestive system. Keep Dreaming. We also have another one that I do not have that is called Inflammation Fighter. That is very, very popular for people looking for the tea to help with their inflammation and swelling. Very popular. People have been, as soon as that comes back in stock, people are jumping to pick that up. Another one that's very, very popular is Pure Vital. It's supposed to help with tiredness and mental fatigue. A lot of people do get those as well. There is a whole line. There is the ones that I have and other ones as well. I'm trying to get that light off of there. So there's the Pure Vital Wet Cough. That is a new one this season. Cardiovascular health. There's one to help with that. The Quest to Digest for upset stomach and indigestion. Then there's one, Keep It Moving tea. Well, of course, it's for constipation if you have any issues there. We have Mental Cramps, which is the femininity, and Detox tea for detoxification. I will say that the Detox, I have not had that one. I have heard from people that it does have a little bit of a black licorice taste to it. So keep that in mind if you look at the Detox. But in our book, it lists what the ingredients are and what that it is good for. So you can find that in the online catalog as well. And with that line also comes oils. They do sell oils that go with some of them. So there are oils that go with the Stay Calm for nervousness and restlessness. There's oils that go with the inflammation, joint and muscle pain. And there's oils to go with the insomnia and sleeplessness, which is the Keep Dreaming. And there is oils to go with the scratchy and dry throat, cough rescue tea. So you don't have to get the oils, and they do have a premium carrier oil. So if you do choose to put the teas or put the oils on, you can use that so that it is not directly on your skin. Sorry. But that helps protect your skin tissue from if you wear it. So that is just some of the teas that we have that I showed. The catalog does list a lot of delicious flavors. And we also have, if anybody is interested, I do have mine sitting over here in the corner, but we do have a kombucha kit. We actually have two of them. The starter kit comes with our very own SCOBY. And I can go into more information all on its own about this whole kit. It is a process, but it is fun, and you can flavor it any flavor that you want from any of the teas. any flavor that you want. And you get to pick how sweet or how tart you want that tea. So that is something, if you are interested, let me know and I can do a video going over that with you. This is our sweet teas, all listed across the bottom here. We have many flavors that have come out this season, especially for summer. And I don't know if we have anybody here that is a matcha drinker or curious about matcha. We have several flavors of matcha. So let me put this up before I drop it. With my luck, I will drop it and have tea bags everywhere. And this is my matcha bag, my matcha box. So this right here is our list of matchas. Premium. All of our matcha is culinary grade, so it is a very fine powder, and it is green tea ground to a very fine powder, and it mixes with any liquid that you would like. You can mix it with water. You can mix it, I prefer mine with my milk in the morning. You can mix it with any of the teas if you want to add tea. I have been enjoying drinking the sweet peach matcha in my cinnamon hearts pu'er. That gives me an extra boost for those days that I'm really dragging. And tastes like a cinnamon peach pie. It's actually, I think it's really good. So this is our list of sweet matchas. And then we also have sweet matchas that are in a stick. So these are wonderful matchas for to go. They are already measured, pre-measured, 1 cup per stick. And you can just plop it in your purse, in your pocket, in your car. And when you're ready, just open it and put it in your water, tea, whatever it is that you might be having. And I am going to pull one of these out. And I want to show you what our matcha looks like. I have a friend who does have texture. If certain things taste or that she eats has a texture to it, she won't eat them or drink them. And she was concerned with the matcha, so we tried matcha, and she had absolutely no problem. So as long as you mix it up, there it is. That is our matcha. It's a very, very, very fine powder. We do sell a whisk that you can use to mix it. And we also have what we call the Big Sip. I do find the Big Sip to be rather easy to use. This one I have sitting here. They are stainless steel, and it does have the pre-measurements inside there, so you know how much you're getting. This holds up to 20 ounces, so it is a decent sized container. What I do with matcha is I only put like 1/4 of a cup, at the very most 1/2 a cup in here at first. I put that in here, and I put 2 of my scoops of matcha. I do 2 scoops in the morning because that's what gets me going and through the day. So I will put that in. Then I take the lid, which has the built-in agitator. I just put the lid on. Make sure your lid is tight, the cap that goes over the mouthpiece. Make sure it's snapped tight. And just shake it. Shake, shake, shake. Shake it. And that will get your matcha up through the agitator that is in the top. And it will open up everything so that you get all the good open, bubbly flavor that comes with the matcha in the mix. So that's what that is. So then after I have that mixed up, and I might mix it for 15-20 seconds, I'll open it up and I fill it up all the way to the top line with my milk. I usually put mine in my milk. I will also, I do also want to mention that matcha is a green tea. So you can drink matcha in hot water, hot liquids, hot tea, or you can drink it in cold liquids. It is okay with either way. It'll mix. The thing is with it being green tea, if you put it in a hot liquid, sometimes that opens up that green tea, and you'll get more of a green tea flavor to it. Or if it's hot, sometimes it might be, I know I find green tea can be a little bitter. So sometimes if I do it with a hot liquid, it'll open it up so much, and it's in there for so long, not that it's a long time, but it's in there long enough that it opens up and it does leave that bitterness out for me. That is why I prefer mine in cold water or in my milk, which is a cold sustenance. But I also want to mention with these big sips, these are great for cold liquids. If you are going to put a hot liquid in here, do not shake it. If you put a hot liquid in here and you shake it, it is going to pop that open and it's going to spray hot liquid everywhere. So I would mix cold liquids in here, and then if you want to put a warm tea or a hot tea over top, go ahead and pour it in. Just don't shake it. I've done that when I make mine. So there is that about the matcha. I'm trying to think. I thought there was something. I get talking and then I forget what else I wanted to say about it. But if you have any questions about, I was going to say about matcha. Where's my cat? I do really very much enjoy the collection that is called, it's down here on the bottom. It's Meet Your Matcha collection. So in this collection, you get a full bag of matcha. You get one of those big sips. We only have 2 colors right now, and it is the Sunburst. I'm going to say it wrong. I keep saying it wrong. This yellow. Sun-Kissed yellow. I'm sorry. And the matcha spoon, which is like this one, except it's stainless steel. This one's of a copper color because it is a host exclusive when you host a party. But it is nice and long so that when you scoop out your matcha, you're not sticking your hand down in and getting all the matcha everywhere. So it does come with all the ingredients you need, all the items you need to make your cup of matcha and mix it up. This collection, you can have it in Meet Your Matcha or Meet Your Sweet Matcha. They have one for both sides. Electric Purple, I think, and it's called Electric Purple and Sun-Kissed Yellow. So that is I really like this collection. That's how I started with the matcha. It's very handy for the price. And everything that you get. And then you don't have to worry about mixing your matcha. You already have something to mix it in. Okay, so that's a lot of stuff about a lot of teas. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email. I am going to link my Sipology page in the comments, and my email should be listed there. Go ahead, have a look around over on our site. Take a look at the catalog, take a look through the ingredients, and take a look at all the teas and everything that is listed there, and let me know if you need anything or if you have any questions on anything. I will gladly answer any questions for you. All right, I hope you take care and hope to hear from you. Thank you.